I'm Robin Lanning. I'm the VP of Sales and Marketing at Tactive.
And I'm Sarah Browning, and I am the owner of Visual RX.
Sarah works with us and partners with us on everything from photography, videography, to graphic design, which is what we're going to talk about today.
Yes, very exciting.
Tactive every year loves to send a little appreciation gift to our customers that have spent a certain amount with us in the previous year as a thank you and as a way to showcase the types of capabilities that we have and projects that we might be able to create for our customers.
Yeah.
So this little marketing piece really plays two purposes. One is, hey, we're so appreciative of the business that you've given us and the relationship that we have with you, and also check out what we might be able to create for your brand. So where do we want to start?
Let's start with the concept.
All right. So every year we try to pick a theme for this kit, and what's interesting about this year and a little bit different is in the past we've done something a little bit more cartoonish or comic-y or a little bit more fun. And this year we decided our ideal send time for this perfectly aligned with the upcoming solar eclipse. And since we're located in Indianapolis, we are in the path of totality. It's all the talk of the town here about the eclipse coming on April 8th. So we decided to theme our kit around the eclipse. So how did we start?
Okay, we started with the mood board. One of the first things about working with a company, like especially with Tactive, everyone has great ideas and it's important to listen to them. As a designer, sometimes I have to humble myself. So we started with the mood board to collect all of our thoughts together. So no matter what, we had something to like bounce all of these ideas that we had off of and make sure that they still stayed in theme with the kit, especially since there were two of them.
Okay.
It was really important to us that both felt like, the same family, even though they had different purposes.
You mentioned something that came out of that process, which was, what if we split the designs and we did half white, like you're in the light, and half black, like you're in the dark, to kind of go along with that eclipse theme. So we would randomize who got which kits on our recipient list. So it'd be a bit of a surprise and a bit of a way to make it more exciting. So from there, we did the mood board, and then it was time to start to dig into the design work.
Yes.
And the first step in that process was really creating a logo.
The logo.
Yeah, we didn't want to necessarily utilize our regular Tactive logo. We felt like there's a lot that we've gotten a lot of brand recognition with that, and that's great. But for this particular kit, we wanted to mix it up a little bit to give it a look and feel that we talked about.
Yep, absolutely. And actually, one of the things to keep it looking somewhat the same is the font is actually the same. It is just a different weight and a different kerning. So there is an element of keeping within the theme of something that you would recognize being Tactive, but
It's our brand font, in a different way. And you know that. So then a lot of the other elements kind of fall into place because we kind of need to know what we're printing on the promotional products, and those typically need to be ordered first because they can have a longer production time. We needed to know how we were going to lay out things like the box design. We had to create content for the interior print pieces. So all of it kind of predicated on what is the kind of like look feel of the logo, and then the rest will follow.
And that is something very important on the design side for me, because most of the time when you're working, you want to try and see the whole vision. But because of production times and things like that, it's not always possible. You're going to have to change up how, your brain wants to like flow through the project, because they have to order product like yesterday. So in order to do that, you have to be able to have that mood board to anchor you so that you could always go back and figure out every single piece and make it look like it was designed all at once.
Should we open it? Yeah, let's open it. Well, let's talk about the box first. Okay. So we produce these boxes in-house on our flatbed and large format Fuji.
Always.
It's very cool. But the cool thing is that because we produce these in-house, we can get really creative with design over the box. So you'll see it has this Eclipse kind of iconography on the front. And then there's also some on the sides. And then we have contact information and such on the bottoms.
It's still a marketing kit.
Yeah. So we wanted people to know, hey, we designed, printed, packed, all of that by Tactive. All right, let's get into it. Okay. The coolest part of this kit, I think, is what's about to happen. So we incorporated a pop-up card where you can see the eclipse happen over the skyline of Indianapolis as you open this box. So we did use a metallic gold in all of this as well to give it that sheen luxe feel. What was our original hope for these?
Foil.
Yeah. We really wanted to do gold foil, but production time limitations really started to get in the way of all of our dreams. Yeah, and that can happen. But the cool part was that we were able to pivot to something that I really think still gives it a really luxe feel, and I might almost like it better. I feel like the foil might have been too much. Yeah. And turn some off so that keep it as keepsake. Remember the eclipse, all that. And then from there it opens up. We have a sticker holding the. We didn't glue the sticker down just so we could open this for you. And inside you'll see all of the promotional products. So here you have, we kind of wanted to prep people for the eclipse. Like, what would you need if you were going to go watch the eclipse, but also might be able to use some other time. So we have this little waist pack with an embroidered logo that matches that logo that we created. Yep. Then you have the latest and greatest in the world of water bottles, which is the Awala water bottle. It is supposedly leak proof. I can vouch. I don't know anyone who has one that's ever had a leak. It's kind of cool. This little handle pops up, it pops open, and you have the option to either sip it if you prefer, or there's a straw inside and you can do a straw if you prefer that. A lot of people like this because it stays completely contained. So your straw isn't necessarily out in the world.
Yeah.
And you
No cats rubbing on.
Yeah. You can hook it, carry it with you. So it's still very convenient, but a little bit more sanitary than some other water bottles out there. And then finally, we have this little pillow pocket. This was probably the biggest design challenge that we had, was designing this, which we did print in-house.
Yep.
Talk about the original concept.
Yeah. So as you can see, all of these products are like in contrast to the rest of the inside of the kit. And that was kind of important for the design standpoint, that all of the items would really stand out. Originally, we were going to have this to be in two pieces. We were going to have a pillow box and then have a belly band over that had the clear ink. And we kind of, because of like timelines and figuring things out with production, combined it into one.
Yeah. Which is really cool, because when we sat down with our production team and we told them what our timeline was, and they saw our concepting, they were like, that is going to add some days. Why don't we modify it in this way? And they were able to help us really give the same concept and the echo of what we were envisioning, but on a much more realistic production today. Yes. So we use gold ink on the end caps of these, and when you open this, you'll see inside are your eclipse glasses. Those do have a very small little logo on the side. Very subtle. We wanted it to be subtle. And then put them on, and you can't see anything.
No, I really can't.
So everybody make faces. All right. And then the final piece we'll talk to you about today is the rep. We call these a rep letter in our world, but we wanted to do something really fun, really different with the message to the customer. So this particular kit is more of like a generically messaged kit so that we can send them anytime. But the main kits actually had the name of the recipient on here. And then you can slide that open. And it unfolds to reveal a letter to the customer. Little note from Tactive that says, hey, explain what's in the kit. Thank you for your business. That's why you're receiving this.
Yep.
And then also includes some fun facts about Eclipse. Yep, solar eclipses inside.
Again, metallic ink. and the same designs that you'll see on the outside of the box. So every single piece within the box relates to another piece within the box in some way.
Also, these were customized with a QR code. That QR code takes you to a curated Spotify playlist that is either dark or light themed. So think Dark Side of the Moon versus Here Comes the Sun. So whichever kit you received, you get access to that playlist and a link to the other playlist too if you want to check it out.
Yeah.
So everything is interactive. Everything takes a while to open. One of our goals is always, how long can we get people to stay in this kit, right? How many things can we get them to really unpack and open and spend time with our brand and really start to envision how they can incorporate these types of concepts into their own tactile marketing.
Yep. And I really like, especially like, this is super easy to do.
Yeah.
And it really has quite a nice impact when it's opened.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it.
Yep.
Anything else we missed?
I don't think so. Enjoy the eclipse.
Enjoy the eclipse.